In a sign that indeed the mission has not been accomplished, ISIS or Al-Qaeda linked Islamic militants have taken the city of Mosul in Iraq, a city with a population of about 1.8 million. They've taken the entire city in a military operation that took place just a few days ago. The city officials have said that the security forces there are completely demoralized and outclassed by these militants. And that's how they've managed to take this city. There's great discontent and demoralization among the security forces. Just this past Monday, these ISIS militants managed to take the last of the government buildings in the city, forcing government officials to leave. They did manage to take the building using rocket-propelled grenades and heavy machine guns. A big question being asked by many people is, where are these weapons coming from? Clearly, the violence caused by the Iraq War has not ceased. The government is saying that the Iraqi police and military are demoralized and seriously outmatched by the militant forces. These forces have not only taken the city, but they've also released an estimated 2,000 inmates from what they call a counterterrorism prison. Iraqi Prime Minister Nouri al-Maliki has admitted that his government forces have been defeated in this battle. He's also saying that their forces have been demoralized and many of them have lost the ability to fight. What he has asked for is for regular citizens of the country to come forward and volunteer themselves to help take that city back. He's offered training and weapons for any person willing to become involved. Now, just mere hours after he made such a televised statement, the ISIS jihadists, they seized several more areas around the Kirkuk province. Now, according to the Associated Foreign Press, militants overran the Hawaj, Zab, Ridia, and Abasi areas of the west of the city, Kirkuk, and Rashad and Akaja to the south. This is what a police officer dealing with the current situation told the Associated Foreign Press. The Strategic Framework Agreement, the U.S. State Department said that they would be willing to offer any assistance necessary to deal with this situation as long as it fell within that guideline, which means we do see that they're trying not to just completely send more U.S. troops right into the country in order to essentially to continue the war that never actually stopped, or at least to quell the uprisings that have happened as a result of the U.S. invasion of the country. It'll be very interesting to see what exactly it is that will be sent to deal with this situation. Many commentators have actually noted that the weapons that are going into Iraq right now, that are falling into the hands of Al-Qaeda militants, are actually coming from the Syrian war, which is taking place relatively nearby. The United States and many of its allied countries have been giving a lot of weapons and materials to those forces to attack the now democratically elected government of Bashar al-Assad. Because these are inherently Al-Qaeda elements that are being aided, they are sharing these weapons and technology with other Al-Qaeda cells in the Middle East. And globally as well, but I assume in the Middle East as well, because it would be the easiest to deal with. The irony here is that this situation is being made worse. The big irony to me is that one of the reasons that we were given for the invasion of the war in Iraq was that supposedly there was Al-Qaeda elements in the country that were working with Saddam Hussein. We now have since then have learned that that was absolutely untrue. There was no significant Al-Qaeda force in the country, and that Saddam Hussein had categorically rejected helping Al-Qaeda. But now, as a result of U.S. actions in Iraq, those militants are Al-Qaeda. U.S. actions put Al-Qaeda into Iraq when the fact that they weren't there was used as a lie to send us in. So the irony of this whole situation is tremendously telling. We must also finally realize that the invasion by NATO has not made the country better in any way, shape, or form. The country has now been destabilized. There is worse poverty. More people have been killed in the one Iraq war than Saddam Hussein is even accused of having killed, let alone take past U.S. actions in the country as well. We must understand that this was never the goal to begin with. There was never an intention to actually bring freedom or, quote-unquote democracy to the people of Iraq. All they were given was another class dictatorship, one under the thumb of U.S. imperialism, as opposed to the national bourgeois that they had before. This must be one more piece of proof that people must take to show that U.S. imperialism has no honorable intention. It is only intended to support the domination of capital. Thank you for watching. Please comment and rate the video. If you liked it, hit subscribe or check out some of these other great videos. If you wish, share it on social media. While you're at it, why don't you follow me on Twitter? And if you got time, go on over to the MRN bookstore and check out some of the latest books available.